If you're thinking about moving to Inspirada in Henderson, there are 3 things you need to know that nobody is really talking about right now. Number 1, while the rest of Henderson's home prices dropped 1.6% this year, Inspirada went up 9.4%. Why? Let me show you. I could show you better than I could tell you. Number 2, there's a casino coming. And depending on who you are, that's either the best news for you or it could be your worst nightmare. And number 3, homes are sitting on the market for about 78 days now instead of 52, which means if you know what you're doing, you have negotiating power for the first time in years. What's up? My name is Chris Cash. I've been in Vegas for over 20 years. I know Henderson inside and out. And today, I am going to be breaking down everything you need to know about Inspirada in 2026. The good, the bad, and what is actually happening that Zillow won't tell you, okay? All right, we're gonna take a little walk down Inspirada, okay? Let's take a little walk. All right, let's go ahead and start with the numbers because they tell an interesting story, right? Henderson, overall, medium home price is around $480K. That's down 1.6% year over year. But Inspirada specifically, medium home price is $555K. That's up 9.4% year after year. All right, so you gotta just think about that. The broader Henderson market is cooling off, but prices are dropping slightly. Inventory is up 20%, but Inspirada is going up. It's going all the way up. All right, I'm across the street right here. I just love how everything is just so walkable. All right, so why is this happening? Are you asking me why is this happening? 3 reasons. Number 1, master plan community premium. This is what you get. Like the way that these houses are set up is special, right? So you got to understand that Inspirada isn't just a neighborhood. It's a lifestyle. You got 90 acres. You got 90 acres of parks. Yes. Themed playgrounds, walking trails, events. There's a farmer market going on right now, right? People pay extra for that. I pay extra for that, okay? Number 2, family demand. Henderson is rated number 2 safest in America. Families aren't price shopping. They're value shopping. And Inspirada absolutely delivers on that. And number 3, new construction is still happening. While other areas are built out, Inspirada is still growing. New homes, new amenities, new energy. That demand is still high. But here's the catch, okay? Homes are definitely sitting longer. Yeah, you know what that tells me? Look, last year, homes in Inspirada sold in 52 days on average, right? This year, about 78 days. So that's a 50% increase in time on market. What does that mean for you? So if you are a buyer, you have more time to think. You have negotiation power. Sellers are getting a little nervous. So if you're a seller, you really do need to price it right from day one. The days of just throwing it on the market and then getting 5 offers in 48 hours, those days are over, okay? We are living in a balanced market now. Not a buyer's market, not a seller's market. It's balanced. And that is actually great news. That's good news for smart buyers who know how to move strategically. And it's all about having a strategy in everything that we are doing. So I'm gonna hang out right here on this park bench for a little bit and talk to you. It's a beautiful day. It's a great day to be at the park. Maybe I'll have this as my background. There you go. All right, now let's go ahead and talk about competition, right? Redfin gives Inspirada a compete score of 46 out of 100. What does that mean in English, okay? It means it's somewhat competitive. It's not a feeding frenzy, not a ghost town, but it's somewhere in the middle. So here is what is actually happening. Homes are selling for about 2% below list price on average. Most homes go pending in about 77 days, but the hot homes, the ones that are actually priced correctly, priced right, in great condition, good location, those sell fast at near list price in about 33 days, okay? So if you're buying, you don't need to panic right now. If you're buying, you don't have to be rushed. You have time, but when the right house does show up, you still need to move decisively. And if you're selling, you need to price it right. Stage it well, that's important. Market it aggressively, because if you're overpriced by even 5%, it's gonna be sitting. You're gonna sit for 90 plus days and end up taking less than you would have if you price it correctly from the start. Look, this is a market that rewards strategy, not emotion. All right, let's go ahead and talk about what's actually changing in beautiful Inspirada, okay? I just love the vibe. The vibe is really good, okay? I love being here. I actually came here last week because my kids wanted to play basketball at the park. We had a game at Pinecrest. We had a game and this was the nearest park. So we went here, and while we were playing, I was just feeling the energy, feeling the vibe, okay? So here's what's coming to Inspirada. The big news, Inspirada Station Casino is coming. It got the planning commission approval. It's moving to the Henderson City Council. And unless something crazy happens, it's gonna get built. Inspirada Casino is getting built. Now, depending on who you are, this is either amazing or terrifying. So look, the good news, if you're a local who likes convenience, with that casino, you're gonna be getting restaurants, entertainment, jobs. The casino will employ 500 plus people. It's gonna be a local hangout spot that's not 20 minutes away. So if you're an investor or a homeowner, oh, come on, commercial development, you know what that is, equals property value growth. Historically, you know, when amenities come to a neighborhood, prices tend to go up over time. And they're building. Everything is still building, okay? So the concerns, let's talk about the concerns. If you're worried about traffic, yeah, there's going to increase traffic, most definitely, right? The casinos will bring cars, events are gonna bring cars, late night activity of all that different sort of nature. But if you're buying a home near the casino site, factor that in, all right? So if you're worried about, you know, noise and safety, this is the number one question I'm getting. Is this going to ruin the family friendly vibe of Inspirada? Huh, interesting. Here's my take. Station Casinos isn't building a trashy dive bar. They're building a station casino. They're building a local casino. Think about Red Rock. Think about Green Valley Ranch. You know what I'm saying? These are upscale properties with restaurants, movie theaters, bowling alleys, gaming, of course, but they're designed for families and locals, not, you know, just Vegas bachelor parties and chaos. They're not designed like that. They're designed as, you know, some good, classy entertainment and good fun. Will there be some late night activity? Of course, but Inspirada, I think the vibe and the way it is, it's not going to change. If you're buying a home within a quarter mile of the casino, ask yourself, does this bother me? Because it is coming and you need to know about it. And you need to factor that into your decision, all right? Here's what most people aren't thinking about. If you buy now, before the casino opens, you might catch that good appreciation coming up, okay? So once the casino is built and operational, guess what? Home values are gonna jump. You know that. You know the home values are gonna jump, but you have to be okay with a little bit of uncertainty. And that's the trade-off. Next big change. A freestanding emergency room is breaking ground near Inspirada, expected to open late in 2026. Why does that matter? Why does that matter? Because look, if your kid breaks an arm at the skate park, you don't have to drive 20 minutes to the nearest ER. You know, you want something close, fast, reliable. This is a huge quality of life upgrade for families, especially with kids, because you know how kids are, all right? You also get emergency medical care close by. What that means is peace of mind, especially in a city where summer heat can cause medical emergencies. Having an ER nearby, medical facilities, that equals stability. So when hospitals, urgent cares, and ERs move into an area, it's a signal that this area is growing. This area is investable. All right, so this is an unequivocal good news for Inspirada homeowners and buyers. Look, so between the casino and the ER, Inspirada is transitioning from a quiet bedroom community to a full service mixed use neighborhood. Some people are going to love that. Some people might hate that. You need to decide which camp you're in before you buy. And that's why I'm here giving you this information. All right, let's go ahead and talk about what people actually love about Inspirada, the parks. Inspirada has 90 acres of parks. That is not a typo, 90 acres. And they're not just generic grass fields too. Each park is actually themed. You got the exploration part, you got the Solistis park, you got the vintage park. There are splash pads, skate parks, dog parks, basketball courts, trails that connect the entire community. If you're a family with kids, or if you're someone who actually wants to walk places instead of driving everywhere, Inspirada is built for you. I'm loving the way the neighborhood is. So this is one of the most walkable communities in Henderson, maybe in all of Vegas. But here's the thing, you are gonna be paying for it because median home price is $555K compared to the $481K in the broader Henderson area. You're paying a $74K premium to live in Inspirada. Is it worth it? If you actually use the parks, go to the events, value walkability, then yes, I would think it's worth it. If you're someone who just drives everywhere and never leaves your house, probably not, okay? You can actually find a bigger house for less money in other parts of Henderson. So it really comes down to lifestyle. How do you want to live your life? How do you see your Saturdays going? How do you see your lifestyle? How much driving do you have to do? How much commute do you have to do, all right? Let's go ahead and address the big elephant in the room, right? You've seen all the amenities, HOA fees, right? I see this come up constantly on Reddit and Yelp. People are asking, are the HOA fees in Inspirada worth it? Okay, and the reviews are mixed because the HOA maintains all the parks, the landscaping, the community events, the trails, all the common areas. You get a lot of good amenities, you do. So if those amenities are something that you use, then yes, it does make sense. But if you don't value that, you don't appreciate that stuff, I hate that, then you're just gonna be throwing your money away, okay? So before you buy an Inspirada, you have to ask yourself this: am I actually gonna use these parks? Am I going to attend community events? Do I care about the aesthetic of maintained landscaping. So if yes, if that's what you value, if that's what you like, if that's the lifestyle you want to live, the HOA is worth it. If no, buy somewhere else in Henderson and save the money. Don't buy in a master plan community and then complain about the HOA. You knew what you were signing up for. Okay, that's what I'm telling you. That's why I'm giving you the truth about this whole situation right now, okay? Last thing on lifestyle. Is Inspirada too far from the Strip? I see this question constantly. Here's the answer. It's a 20 to 30 minute drive. If you work on the Strip or downtown, that is definitely a commute. If you work from home or you work locally in Henderson, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're trading proximity to the Strip for safety. Henderson is number 2 safest city in America. Schools here are rated 9 out of 10 average rating. Space, you get way more house for your money than Summerlin. Family friendly environment. Most people moving to Inspirada want to be far from the Strip. They're not moving here to party. They're moving here to raise a family, to work remotely, or to retire in peace. So if you're asking, is it too far from the Strip? You might be looking at the wrong neighborhood. Inspirada is for the people who want that suburban tranquility with access to Vegas when they need it. Not people who want to be live in the action, all up in the mix, all up in the videos, turning up the whole time, you know? So you gotta ask yourself this question. Should I buy in Inspirada or Henderson? Inspirada, medium home price, $555K. Summerlin, $650K. Winner, Inspirada, if you're budget conscious, okay? Inspirada, let's talk about days on the market. Inspirada, 78 days on the market. Summerlin, 35 to 50 days on the market. Winner, Summerlin. Homes move faster and they are more competitive, okay? Vibe, let's talk about the vibe. Inspirada, you got family-focused parks, walkability, newer, and it's growing. Summerlin, you got luxury, you got golf courses established, ultra premium. So the winner of that, it depends on your lifestyle. What is your lifestyle? Schools, both are great. Henderson's overall average rating is 9 out of 10. Summerlin is similar, so that is a tie. If you want luxury, golf, and an ultra premium feel, Summerlin is the play, okay? But if you want a family-friendly, walkable, more affordable, and new, Inspirada wins. Both are great, neither is better. It's all about your lifestyle. Here's what you should actually do with all this information. If you are buying in Inspirada in 2026, take your time. Homes are sitting for about 78 days. You are not in a rush. Make sure you negotiate. Homes are selling 2% below list on average, so make smart offers. And also, think about the casino. If you're close to the site, does that bother you? You gotta factor that in and run the costs. Don't just look at the mortgage. You gotta add the HOA, property tax, insurance, utilities. Make sure it feels safe and not tight, all right? Visit at different times. Walk the neighborhood in the morning, afternoon, evening. See what the vibe is like. And if you're selling in Inspirada in 2026, price it right from day one. If you overprice, you will sit. Sitting equals lower final price. Stage it well. Buyers have options now. Your house needs to stand out and tell a story. Market it aggressively. Don't just throw it on Zillow and throw spaghetti on the wall and hope it sticks. You need professional photos, targeted ads, open houses. And if you're just exploring, go ahead and download my free relocation starter guide. It walks you through exactly how to evaluate neighborhoods, calculate total costs, and avoid making a 50K mistake. The link is in the description, or book a consultation with me, 30 minutes, free. We'll run the lifestyle audit. We'll figure out if Inspirada is actually the right fit for you, or if there's a better neighborhood based on your life. The link is in the description as well, okay? The finale. Look, Inspirada is a great community, but it's not for everybody. If you value parks, walkability, family-friendly vibes, and you're okay with paying a premium for that, you're going to love it here. If you want to be closer to the strip and you don't care about the HOAs, or you want a bigger house for less money, there are better options. The key is alignment. So before you sign, you got to get aligned. Thank you for watching. Links are in the description. My name is Chris Cash, and I'll see you on the next one.